Excellency Arikana Chihombo-Rikwao, MD, the African Union Ambassador to the United States of America, Her Excellency Sarah Mbi Eno Enyan, Commissioner for Human Resource, Science and Technology of the African Union, Professor Orlando Antonio Kilambo, President of the Association of African Universities, you are cordially invited to the inauguration of the Association of African Universities North American Office. Date: Tuesday, October 1, 2019. Venue: African Union Mission, 1640 Wisconsin Avenue, Washington, D.C. Time: 0900 Eastern Daylight Time.
My name is Olusola Oyewole. I'm the immediate past president of the Association of African Universities. But today, I'm not going to speak on my own. I'm speaking on behalf of the Secretary General of the AAU. I want to thank Her Excellency Sarah, Her Excellency Arikana Kwa, the African Union Ambassador to the USA. I really love your aggression, your commitment, and your interest. Really, I've taken one thing from your work today, that the sun shines brightest over Africa. I wish I could be able to talk on my own, just as we've spoken today, but I have a prepared speech here that has been prepared by the Secretary General of the Association of African University, Professor Etienne Ehile. Therefore, it's only going to borrow my voice to speak to you today. I'm highly pleased to welcome you on behalf of the AAU Secretary General, Ambassador Professor Etienne Ehile, who was unable to join us here today due to the challenges in securing a visa. We are honored that you took time out of your busy schedule to be here with us on this very important occasion of the inauguration ceremony of the North African Office of the Association of African Universities, which also represents an important milestone in the life of our continental institution. I would like to especially thank the African Union Commission and all the staffs under the able leadership of Her Excellency Arikana Chihombo-Rikwao for the sterling job they have done so far towards the incorporation and hosting of the AAU North African Office. Indeed, our mutual desire to see a transformed Africa has kept our two institutions working together in a very strong partnership for more than 1 decade. We believe that our work together in establishing this particular office and rolling out programs will further help us to achieve the goal of having a prosperous Africa that is driven by its well-educated and highly skilled human resources. Distinguished guests, for those of us who are new to the Association of African Universities, let me seize this opportunity to introduce the AAU to you. The Association of African Universities is an international non-profit, non-governmental organization created by African universities to promote cooperation between them on the one hand, and between them and the international academic community on the other hand. Created in 1967, the AAU is the voice of higher education in Africa. Currently, we have a membership of over 400 higher education institutions spread across all 5 regions of Africa and cut across the 4 official languages. Our mission is to enhance the quality and the relevance of higher education in Africa and strengthen its contribution to African development. Ladies and gentlemen, since the year 2018, the AAU adopted a decentralization strategy which is targeted at improving our impact and bringing AAU and its program closer to all its members and key stakeholders. The implementation of this strategy led to the establishment and operationalization of the AAU East African Regional Office, hosted by the University of Etienne in Sudan, and the AAU North African Regional Office, NAMO, hosted by the Al-Azhar University in Egypt, the first university in the whole of Africa. This decentralization is also expected to help improve the visibility of the AAU and the quality of higher education in Africa through working closely with all key stakeholders. The establishment of the North African Office falls in line with our decentralization strategy. AAU North African Office is targeted at AAU closer to Africans in the diaspora and advancing the African diaspora academic relations. Through this particular office, we would like to strengthen US-African relations and broker international partnership to implement projects that will help raise the profile. Strategic partnership among key stakeholders in academia, professional associations and research institutions, as well as partnering with large resources mobilization organizations, and being part of large research funding mechanism are also key on the priorities for this particular office. Distinguished guests, through the establishment of this office, we believe we have laid a strong foundation and created the opportunity for us all to assert our shared descendancy, vision, and commitment to working together the challenges faced by the African higher education community. Education remains the key to the development of Africa, and therefore, we all need to join hands with the Association of African Universities and the African Union Commission and play a part in improving Africa's higher education sector. I encourage us all to ride on the establishment of the AAU North African Office to create more opportunities for Africans, both at home and in the diaspora. Let us integrate our brothers and sisters in the diaspora deeply into the fabrics of higher education system back home, and let us work together to improve the quality of higher education in Africa. My brothers and sisters from the diaspora, I challenge you to make your efforts and contributions to Africa that the younger generations around you will admire, so that they can in turn take over from you and hand over to generations yet unborn. We believe that today's inauguration ceremony, which has brought together shareholders with rich and diverse background, will remain on our minds as a showpiece of our intended collaboration with you all. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I bring my speech to an end, I would like to remind you that our forefathers, Marcus Garvey, Oliver Tambo, Nelson Mandela, Kwame Nkrumah, Martin Luther King, and several others before us, worked assiduously with the goal of putting Africa in its rightful place in global affairs. It is now time for us, working together with Africans in the diaspora and all stakeholders, to contribute our own quota towards the development of Africa and African higher education. I believe that the time is now. Let us start to work. And I know that with our collaboration, we shall drive Africa to higher grounds. Thank you very much.